There was a magic number being repeatedly muttered at the Kabul Conference today, the year 2014. That's the year by which President Karzai wants to be in full control of his country. The timeline's not new, but today provided an opportunity for the Afghan leader to remind people.
Some months ago, I committed to having the ability by 2014 to reach a level of strength and ability and capacity within our forces to provide for our own security, for the population, for the country, for the borders. So this is a commitment that we have made to the Afghan people and to our international partners, and we hope accordingly that the international community will help Afghanistan reach that objective.
Well, if that foreign support was measured in famous faces, they were in abundance here today at the conference. One in particular kept the president waiting.
Sorry, I'm late.
The delegates agreed to work towards a timetable where Afghan forces would take responsibility for security in some areas by the end of the year, with an aim to have full control within 4. Many journalists here today were questioning whether Afghan security forces will be capable.
I feel confident that the Afghan security forces will be ready. I would also stress that we will stay committed to Afghanistan beyond the date when our combat mission ends, and that's a very clear message to the Afghan people as well as to the region that we will stay committed, they will not be left behind.
President Karzai took the opportunity to take a break from the conference and be mobbed by the media, giving US Secretary of State Hillary Clinton a taste of Afghan industry. Some of these businesses have received support from foreign donors, which was another topic which came up today. President Karzai wants donor money to be aligned behind what the government chooses should be a priority. It was agreed that 50% of foreign aid should now be channeled through the government, up from 20%.
There are dozens of nations here today showing their support for a united way forward for Afghanistan. But there's also a sobering acceptance that despite the gains that have been made in governance in certain areas, security is going to worsen before it gets better.
I think the security situation will further deteriorate before it improves. That is the analysis of all the military experts. But you see, we have captured the enemy heartland, and they are fighting back relentlessly. The surge in both in Afghan and international forces have enabled us to operate in areas which we have never been there before. That is by itself one of the reasons for the rise in the violence.
Violence is on the increase, but talking to some of these Afghan exhibitors, it's not something they're worried about yet. The Ahmadi brothers run a rug-making business, which they used to operate out of Pakistan, but returned home after the fall of the Taliban.
It's a dream, that became true finally after being away for a long time. And we're proud that we could bring our factory back from Pakistan into Afghanistan. And we thank the world for supporting Afghanistan.
Mel Preen at the Kabul Conference for the NATO channel.